Now in the power screw, the new topic is torque requirement. Satisfy this torque requirement for lifting the load. We know that here the screw is considered as an inclined plane, which we have seen in so many derivations, and having an inclination of angle alpha. Let's see this figure. You will understand it very easily. This is the force diagram for the lifting load. This is the lead L, and this is the pi dm, that is the pitch circle. Okay, and here the load is there. We are lifting the load in this direction. That's why friction will be in the opposite direction. That's why mu n is shown here. This is the normal load which is acting. It is load W acting here, and this is what? Let's see. So W, it's act in vertical downward direction, which is shown here. This load is acting here. The normal reactions, it is perpendicular to the inclined plane. This inclined plane is there, and it is perpendicular, having making angle of 90 degree. Mu n is the opposite direction, and P is nothing but the effort. Okay, this is important. This effort is perpendicular to the load W. See this here, it is making an angle of 90 degree. So it may act toward the right or toward the left direction. It may act in this direction, in this direction, but whenever the load is there, to raise the load, means for lifting the load, it should act in the right direction. Okay, जब भी हम किसी को ढकलते हैं तो हम लोग उसके जिस डायरेक्शन में ढकलते हैं ना, वही हमारा एफर्ट रहता है. सो दिस इज द एफर्ट विच हम लोग कर रहे हैं. ओके, सो बाय द ज्योमेट्री ऑफ दिस फिगर, इफ यू आर गोइंग टू सी the equilibrium of horizontal forces, what we get, that P is equal to mu n cos of alpha plus n times sin of alpha. So based on this, one more equation which we get for W, that is n cos of alpha minus mu n sin of alpha, by resolving and all these things which we have already learned in the SOM and mechanics also. So by these two equations, what we get, P is equal to W mu cos of alpha plus sin of alpha, as n get cancelled, n is common for all. So divided by cos of alpha minus mu sin of alpha. So this is the equation which we get here, but we can resolve this equation much more. If we divide this numerator and denominator of right hand side by the cos of alpha, so what we get, W mu plus tan of alpha divided by 1 minus mu tan of alpha. So this is the equation for it. This is the main equation which we needed. Now we can resolve this equation again. Let's see. When the coefficient of friction mu is expressed as mu is equal to tan of phi, then at that time this equation can be changed. What was the equation? Just see, this was the equation, mu plus tan of alpha divided by 1 minus mu tan of alpha. So if we place mu as tan of phi, what will happen? So this equation will become P is equal to W tan of phi plus tan of alpha divided by 1 minus tan of phi into tan of alpha. And what this is the trigonometric relation. Okay, and this is trigonometric relation, means what, tan of a plus b. Tan of a plus b is what, tan of a plus b upon 1 minus tan of a into tan of b. So P is equal to W tan of phi plus alpha. This is the very simplest form of carrying the to find out the effort, what type of effort we are providing to it. So how much effort we needed? It is W tan of phi plus alpha. Now torque requirement we needed. Okay, so for torque is what, force into perpendicular distance, the effort which we are providing into the perpendicular distance, that is the mean diameter by 2. So the equation will become W dm by 2 into tan of phi plus alpha. So these two relations are important. This will help to find out the torque, and this will help to find out the load, or you can say the effort. Okay, now get it. So thank you.